Our next port was Puerto Montt, Chile, and we got onto a bus and went inland. And one of the first sights we saw was this beautiful local volcano.
Local volcano.
And then we went to a waterfall called Petrohue, and really it's just a channel of water through basalt draining a lake, a huge lake we'll see later. And here's Bill with the
In front of
sound.
the drainage.
The drainage. And then I got our picture taken in front of both.
And this is the lake that water is coming from, and people are sunbathing and swimming.
And here's gorse that they unfortunately have that problem with, and they're doing their best to eradicate it.
Just like we are.
Yeah. And this is our guide, Andrea. She was one of the best guides. She was so knowledgeable.
And this is on the way to Puerto Chacobuco. And we were in essentially a lifeboat from the ship that they use as a tender to go from the ship to the shore. And it was a beautiful trip, and we very much enjoyed it.
And one of our first stops was a place that looked a lot like Elk River with its beautiful scenery. And then we went further inland and we went to Coyhaique, which is a beautiful valley formed by the Simpson River. I wonder if he's related to the Simpson River that discovered North Bend. Anyway, we were clearly in Patagonia.
Country.
And here's a waterfall in the area. And then we got back to the ship in the fjords of Chile.
And this is in the fjords, which is an amazing area in Chile with the water from the sea just intermingling.
And the next day, we were out more in the bigger water.
On the ocean.
And you can see that the swimming pool was a little stirred up by the water. This was Sunday during the day, and we're
just cruising.
And then we had a Super Bowl party that night.
And it was well attended by lots of people.
There was good food. We had
hamburgers, hot dogs,
and baked potatoes.
And I personally was disappointed with who won the Super Bowl, but then we got treated to incredible views of a glacier coming down to the sea, and it was just gorgeous.
In the Chilean fjords. And this is a beautiful waterfall we saw on the way. Then we went to Punta Arenas, which was our last stop in Chile, and I wanted to get some Chilean wine, so I went to a local grocery store and got 3 bottles of wine and some pisco for Bill, which is a local drink, and then I got good old-fashioned beer because they didn't seem to have any hard cider. And back in town, I went across the square to get to a pharmacy, and you can see we were in Terra del Fuego and officially in Patagonia. There's some interesting buildings we saw in that town. Actually, I was the only one that went in. Bill stayed.
I was sitting
on the ship. And now I was leaving Punta Arenas, and that's not our ship, but that's a sister ship. The next leg of our journey is heading around Cape Horn and then southeast towards Antarctica.